Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is KFK Renee's Garden, and I am out here in the garden. We're here for another Garden Live. It's going to be really hot today. It's supposed to be 90, so I actually started early. I normally would go live at about 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, but it's going to be 90, and while it's still nice and cool outside and overcast, I decided to go ahead and come out here and get in the garden. I have to get some harvesting done. Um, because while our plants are dealing with all this heat and dealing with heat stress, you want to keep harvesting so your plants will focus on recovering from this heat and still putting out more fruit. So I do have some purple jalapenos that I need to go over here and harvest. So I'm going to get that done. And while I'm getting that done, we can chat, fam. Uh-oh, knocking stuff down. So we're going to come over here because I have a ton of jalapeno that I need to get going. Let's see. I don't know if you can see them, but there's a lot of jalapenos over there that I need to get over there and harvest. I see somebody's here, but if you are here and you're not in the chat, swipe to your left and it'll take you to the live chat. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start harvesting, you guys. Let me move this chair out of my way. It used to be a time when I can just, walk around these garden beds, but you know what happened. I started putting too much stuff out here. So these are these are the purple jalapenos. So I'm harvesting these. I can't even see the chat. But if you guys are here, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I can't see the chat at all for some reason. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Hey, Bam, what's going on? Thank you for being here. I am out here harvesting purple jalapenos. Um, and I have a lot. Uh-oh. I have a lot to harvest on these plants. So I don't want the plant to start telling itself it's done because I'm not harvesting. So I need to come out here and get them off of here. And even if you don't utilize the peppers, you can always put them in the freezer, you guys. They don't have to sit in the refrigerator and go bad. Put them in the freezer and they will last. So I think I dropped one over there. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you. So we're going to come over on the other side. I have some more on this other plant over here. I know I decided to go live a little early, but I'm going to move this one. I had to take my chamomile plant out of my garden bed. I'm going to drop the link as well. Let's see. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Anybody that wants to come up and talk about your channel, you may do so. I hope you guys could hear me okay. I'm going to take this down for now. But the chamomile is doing really good. As you can see, there's some flowers on there, so I'm going to harvest those too. Nothing like fresh tea of your own. So it's a lot of jalapeno peppers here. So I'm going to take these off. There are some small ones on there. I'm going to leave those on there, of course, and let those continue. But these I'm going to go ahead and pull them off. There's a lot of peppers here. Uh-oh. All right, so I got me some peppers. You got plenty of peppers also, I'm telling you. Yep, got to harvest. Let's see. Oh, you got to get in the streets. I hear you. I hear you. All right, Bamit, I appreciate you stopping by, showing some love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm just out here harvesting before it gets hot. That's all. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. grabbing these peppers, and then I'm gonna go over here and get some cherry tomatoes because I have cherry tomatoes over here also. So this is the small fruited tomato, and I think I was telling you guys before, this tomato puts out like 300 tomatoes throughout the growing season. So they do really well. So I'm gonna grab these as well. These are just cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes. And this is a pepper plant that I started from seed. This is just one plant. You see how this thing is spread out? This is a pepper plant that I topped. If you top them, they bush out and they give you more fruit throughout the growing season. So there are some peppers coming in back here. And then there's a bunch of flowers on here. So those are doing good. And people were asking me about this basket. So this is a Fiskar garden basket. And what I love about it is that it has like a colander here where you can rinse your vegetables before you bring them in the house. So I do like that because they can drain outside and you're not bringing insects inside of your house. So that's always good. I was actually going to go to the nursery this morning and I just did not feel like going. One, I don't need anything. And two, I just did not feel like driving over there. So I did not. And I said, let me stay my behind home and get this work done in the garden. So that's what I did. All right, I think I pulled everything off of there. So the plant can just focus on putting out more fruit. So that is the small fruited tomato and the salsa blend pepper over there. As you can see, this comfrey bushed out so much now since I pruned it back, and it has more blooms on it. So you can cut the blooms down to the base of the plant, and it'll kick it back into production mode. So I think I'm going to do that. It's only a couple of blooms, but before I do that, I'm going to let the hummingbirds enjoy the nectar from these flowers. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to prune up these yellow ones. And as you can see, it'll start putting out new babes. You can angle the camera down. So it already started putting out babes. So those are more plants that are coming in because seeds dropped when they had the blooms up before. So, oh, and I wanted to say, I remember when I first started this garden for this season. I think I started this back in, I think, the beginning of January or something. And before I dropped tomatoes or anything in here, I dropped some, hey Tamika, thank you for being here. I had dropped some bee balm seeds in here and they never did anything. And now all of a sudden, the bee balm is coming up in here, as you can see. And I mean, I dropped a lot of seeds. So hopefully all of them don't come up at one time. But I do see some of them. So I'm going to put my hanging basket back up. This is fresh chamomile, you guys. So I'm going to put this back up. I will harvest those later. I hope you guys could hear me okay. Hey, David, what's going on? I'm just out here harvesting. I actually started this live early because it's going to be 90 today, and I didn't have no time for that. So these peppers are huge, you guys. These bell peppers, I mean, big, blocky, and huge. So that's that chocolate beauty, and the other one over here is that ivory. But they not, well, yeah, they're not ripe yet. So I have to wait. I think Bammett said he had to get in the streets. So he's gone already. But this one over here is that Romanian pepper. And it has about three of them on there so far. So, yep, it has three of them on there. So this one isn't suffering too bad because it's kind of like in the shade. Usually my peppers, I shade them. Although it does say full sun, they don't want all that heat. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So far, I did harvest some cherry tomatoes and purple jalapeno. I got to make my way out the other way. And I wanted to show you guys, remember those cucumbers that I was going to pull? Those plants are out of control. So I'm going to turn you guys around. That plant is out of control. This is two plants, you guys, and they have gone crazy. I had some peppers in there. I had to take the pepper plants out because it just took up everything. So if you're planting these Sikkim cucumbers, please make sure you have space. So there's one right there. That's a small one, but there's some big ones in here. And typically you would pick your cucumbers early, but with the Sikkim cucumbers, hey Bayou, thank you for being here. With the Sikkim cucumbers, they get like this reddish brown color, and they're huge. They kind of look like little melons. I don't even know if you could see that. That thing is huge. Uh-oh, let me see if I could. You see how big that thing is? So it's starting to turn now and get ripe. There's one there, and there's one right there. And I'll show you the packet so you can see how they actually are supposed to look. So they're supposed to look like this. So that's some rare cucumber. And I just wanted to taste it and see if it's as good as all the other cucumbers. This is one that I didn't get going because at the time I put them out there. That's the Richmond green apple. So I think I'm still going to drop some of those seeds, but we'll see. And then over here, my grapes are doing really good. So remember, I had the fungus. Yeah, Broke had the Sikkim cucumbers as well. So not sure how his came out, um, or if he was able to harvest any and taste any yet. But these jokers are big. So what I noticed is when I looked at the packet, I said those have a lot of seeds in them. So maybe I'll keep the seeds for next time. But it's a lot of grapes in here. Remember, I had a fungus on this grapevine, so I cut a lot of the leaves off, and as you can see, it's a lot of new foliage coming in. So everything is looking good. No more fungus on that plant. So what I'm going to do is take some of those. It's still a few more leaves on there that don't look that great, so I'm going to trim those off and take some of the grapes off, some of the grapes that I know I'm not going to eat because they don't look right. Hey, Grammys, how are you? Thank you for being here. Regenerative Life Wayne, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And then the other ones, it'll give the other grapes a chance to come on in and do their thing. So I'm going to take some of these jokers off. And see, I can barely get in here now. Yep, you see how these are looking? So these had the fungus on them too. I'm not eating that. So that's going in the bucket and trash. And then I have some that are looking good. Hey, Mir, how are you? Thank you for being here. Make sure to prune your tools as you're going through your garden, especially when you're dealing with things like this, because you don't want to spread the news to your other plants. So I will be doing that. I have some alcohol wipes. There are some good ones, you guys. So these are some good ones. This is a good batch. It's a couple on there that's not that great, but It's still a lot of them that are, so we're going to keep those. Same with these. Some of them ripen before the others, and so they're like kind of dried out. So I'm going to remove those and keep the ones that are good. So yeah, when you're dealing with stuff like this, boy, have to pay attention to those plants. Too much watering will cause a fungus. Hey, Bronze, how are you? Just out here in the garden harvesting and cleaning up some stuff. So I'm going to prune up some of these leaves on here. Hey, Odoms, I didn't see you. Hey, hey, how are you? Thank you for being here. Out here cleaning up some of these leaves that have a fungus on them. So you only want to cut the leaves, not the cane. So you see how these leaves are looking? So you want to get those off your plant. I was giving it a break. I pruned some of them off, but you don't want to shock your plant either by pulling all of them off. So I was doing it in sessions, and so it's really not that many more on there. But the ones that are on there that are yellow, I want to go ahead and get them off. So I appreciate you guys all being here. Please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Hit the notification bell so that you know when new content has been uploaded. I appreciate you guys so much. So, just removing some of these leaves. And there's so much new growth since I pruned it up before. It's unreal. Get my alcohol wipes. So I try to keep my alcohol wipes out here because you want to clean those garden tools. Don't want to spread the news. I do have some Santa Fe Grande peppers over there that I want to harvest too because they are doing their thing. Those cayenne, those are the red ones, so I'm not going to mess with those. So I'm going to go over here and get some of those peppers. These are some good ones, you guys. These are the sweet and spicy, and they are big. So these are some nice big ones. And the cayenne pepper over here, they are huge. I did a short on those yesterday of how big they were getting. These are some plants that I topped as well. So thank you again, Hands in the Dirt. He was talking about topping those peppers and how they bush out and you get more when you top the peppers. And look at how big these cayenne peppers are. I usually get the little slim cayenne peppers. These are huge. These are like the size of my hand, and I have big hands. Those are really big. So I did use that yeast fertilizer. I don't know if anyone else used that fertilizer as well, but yes, it does work. Yeast and sugar, you guys. So if anybody tries it, tag me in and let me know how it worked for you and your plants. I did a video on that, I think earlier in the week or last weekend. I can't remember. But just out here harvesting, you guys. I think I dropped the link. If anybody wants to come up, talk about your channel, you are free to do so. And then I think I wanted to, I don't know when to harvest these. So these are some black pearl. Let's see, black pearl peppers. I know they are, I think I'm going to take this one off though because it's so hot out here. These are the Romanian peppers and they do get different colors. So you'll get the white, red, and the orange. And this is a nice big one on here. So that's a nice one. I don't want the focus to just be on that one pepper. My spinning top peppers are finally starting to come in. These are peppers that I topped, so I don't know if you can see that, but it's some little peppers that are coming in on those finally. Those were the ones that were in that bed with those cucumbers, so they weren't getting any light. I had to take them out, put them in this grow bag over here. But the okra's doing good. It's coming up nice, and that was the one I started from seed. That was that baby Bubba okra. And since I put that yeast on there, it is coming up and doing its thing. And this is that baby corn that G Mama gave me the seeds for. And as you can see, they're getting tall over there. The tassels are starting to come up. So I'm happy about that. Had to go back and get my basket. You see this foolishness right here? Darn Japanese beetle over here chilling on my African blue basil. The devil is a liar. He's getting crushed. Sorry, beetle. No home here. So over here, you see that corn is over the fence now. It is about, I'm going to say about, the fence is 4 feet tall, so maybe 4.5, 5 feet tall now. This corn, that's the sweet corn. But these black pearl, so these peppers do not get big. Supposedly they're hot. I've never tried them before, but they were pretty, so I got them because they were kind of purplish. And so I don't know when to harvest these. So I'm just gonna take a couple off. These are, they're just like tiny little peppers, and supposedly they get really hot. So we'll see. I'll take one, I'll taste it later. I'm for sure not doing it on this live just in case it is really hot. So, oh, and another thing, y'all, I think I was telling you guys the super bush. I said, oh, it doesn't require any trellising. Listen, it's so many tomatoes on here. I came out here. You see these big, these are large cherry, you guys. These are almost regular sized tomatoes. They are nice and juicy. So I came out here and that whole plant was leaning over, so I had to put some stakes in there. So I guess the only way it wouldn't require trellising is if you had it in a, maybe a 7-gallon container that was really deep. But I don't. I have it in this elevated raised bed, so I had to go ahead and stake it. Because typically for like dwarf variety tomatoes, I usually don't trellis them because there's no need. And you see there's a fungus on that leaf there. So anytime you see stuff like that, go ahead and remove it and then clean your tools before you go to your next plant. I had to go back and get my basket. I saw that one of my dogs is out here. Should be over here eating my stuff. So, and then when you see fungus and anything like that, make sure you put that in the garbage. So I have my stuff like in a bucket and it's going to the trash. Don't leave it in your yard or anything like that. Go toss it. So it looks like it's a couple of more leaves on here that I need to remove, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I do have a couple of more super bush tomatoes that I need to trellis, but they seem to be fine for right now, so I'm going to leave them. So, but I'm going to take these leaves off. Those are coming off. Those are the ones that are kind of at the bottom, so they probably get wet when I'm watering, so you have to pay attention to that kind of stuff. So I typically come out to the garden every single day. I know a lot of people don't have time to do that, but I come out here, especially when it's hot like this, make sure nothing needs water, um, make sure there's no insect damage. So you always want to look on the underside of your leaves for insects because they will demolish your plants. I use BT. Some people use neem oil. Make sure to use it in the evening or early morning, like on an overcast day. Looks like something's been eating on that. Especially with your tomatoes, because you may have to deal with your hornworms. So, want to make sure you're paying attention and staying on top of those tomato plants. So, it looks like there's another yellowing leaf over here. Take that one off as well. And the suckers on your plant, you guys, you know you could pull those off and you could start a whole nother plant. So, you can do that as well. So I'm going over here to check my other. Get out of there. See, the dog is over here busted. Coming in the garden. She's busted. I left that gate open over there. So these are some more super bush tomatoes, and you see how tall they're getting. So I'm going to get some stakes. I have some more bamboo. I'm just going to cut them and stake those up. But those are looking really good. No yellowing of the leaves, no fungus or anything. Nothing is chewing on these. So that's a good thing. Uh-oh. Sorry, you guys. So I think I'm going to cut some of this basil down too because it's getting tall. I cut it down last week. Just going to top it a little bit. And that is about it on those plants. I do need to harvest some of these greens. My daughter wanted me to go to the nursery and see if they had some soursop. Hey, Yogi, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Oh, Lord, I didn't even see this chat moving. Grammys, Shawnee, hey, thank you for being here. Jay Jordan, I appreciate you being here. Let's see. Blessed to Crochet, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. It was like the chat just jumped, so I didn't see it. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. If there's anyone that wants to come up on the panel and talk about your channel, feel free to do so. I will drop the link again. There we go. I am moving on over. Gonna harvest some of these greens. I have a lot of purple collards that need to come off. Try to keep them pruned up. Don't want the leaves to get bitter when they get really big, so I'm gonna harvest some of those. Let's see. Gonna harvest the larger leaves. especially these leaves that are leaning over. The only thing I do not like about the purple collards is that um, they tend to keep like a fungus on them. They are definitely prone to fungus. The other collard trees, I don't have to deal with any of that. But the purple collards, they definitely do. So I try to keep those pruned up as much as I can so it has good airflow. So I'm gonna get back in here. Definitely want to make sure the airflow is good for your plant. Hey there. I don't know who that is. I don't want to bring up somebody I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I can't see you. Okay, there you go. Hey there, comment
What's up?
creator
What's up?
supporter.
I know you over here busy with the garden, so I might as well come and try to help you out with your comments because leaving a
Oh, I
lot of us
appreciate you.
behind.
Hey there.
Hey,
Hey, is that Miss Shawnee?
yes.
Hey, girl.
How
So
you guys
show
doing
so
today?
show us this garden, girl. Hey, Frugal, how
Whew,
are
I'm
you?
ex-
You can go ahead and talk about your channel, let people know what you do on your channel, what you got going over there, and share your garden. I'm gonna make you solo, okay?
I'm trying. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to flip this camera around. Let's see.
Okay.
Strange, y'all haven't been liking me lately, so let's see. Nope, that ain't it. It won't let me do it anymore.
So if you go to settings, just go to settings, go to camera, and then you can turn it to back camera.
Okay.
Hello, weather with Frugal Mama,
You
Grim
got
Return.
hey, you got it. Okay, so I'm gonna make you solo, okay?
Okay.
All right, you can share what you got going on and tell the people what you do on your channel.
Hello, guys. I am Shawnee, 2003. I live in North Carolina, 7B8A. I have a bunch of fruit trees I probably should not have. One of them is this loquat I am showing right now. I picked this up from Savannah, Georgia when I was at the Soul Family Expo, hosted by Black's Tropical Homestead. It is my first time growing this beautiful plant. I heard that the fruit is very delicious, so I had to get it. I also have a navel orange. This was my navel orange first year blooming. And I got one little lonely orange still left on here because the birds was trying to nest in my orange tree. So they knocked off a lot of my fruit. I'm mad about that.
It looks beautiful though. It's looking good.
Thank you. Thank you. This is a very tropical plant. When the temperatures go maybe to 70, this girl here will be in the house. This is my abu fruit. This is extremely tropical. Does not like any type of cold weather whatsoever. I had to get this plant because everyone say that it has a caramel like flavor. So I love caramel. I had to get it. I believe the fruit always tastes better if you grow it yourself. So why not? So I have that. Also, my first time growing it, Barbados cherry. I picked this thing up also from Savannah, Georgia, and it was not nowhere near as big as it is now. This thing is about as tall as I am. I'm 5'4". Yeah.
Nice.
And it's crazy because it's only in this 1 gallon container. So I can
Wow.
only imagine what it's going to do when I put it in a bigger container. But
And
look,
it's looking good. It looks healthy too.
I have fruit.
Wow.
I have fruit. I'm gonna go live and taste one, and then I'm gonna do a video and taste the other one.
Yes.
I know what I think about it. Um, One has been on here longer than the other, so the
Hmm.
taste should be different in them. I don't know if they are sweet or sour or whatever the case may be because I have never tasted them before. My beautiful bananas. If you watch my channel, you know I love my banana trees. Bananas, bananas. This is a Dwarf Cavendish. Um, is my little sticks gone? Oh Lord,
Beautiful.
this is the Mona Lisa. All of my bananas are taller than me, including the Dwarf Cavendish. Like I said, I am 5'4", and yeah, it's there. They are all taller than me. Um, so Mona Lisa, Mazzano. I gotta go to the other side. I also have mango trees that I'm not supposed to have in North Carolina, but I have it anyway because I'm hard headed. I'm on no time. And unfortunately, the sun is tearing my leaves up. This is all new growth, and I guess it's just too hot here. I thought mango's supposed to love the heat, but apparently this North Carolina heat is too much.
Wow.
Guava. I have Bobby guava. This is a pink variety. Have never tasted guava before. This one needs some water. The little leaf is falling over.
It's beautiful though.
Thank you. My fig. This is a Valet de Bado.
Mhm.
This is the first year the leaves has turned yellow like this, like they're ready to fall off. I'm
Mhm.
assuming it's from the sun. I don't think I'm gonna get any fruit off of this thing because even the smaller ones are turning already. So I know they're just gonna fall off.
How big is that container though?
Maybe a 5 gallon. I am going to put it in a bigger container and cut some of the limbs off and see if I can root them because I know it's too big for that container. It's been there for probably about 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, that's probably why it's not doing that great. It probably just needs some more space.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them more space this winter once it go dormant because I think if I do it now, would that mess it up? Maybe I don't know.
Look, I've done it, but maybe wait till it get a little cooler, or at least do it in the evening so it has time to recover. That's what I do when I replant stuff like that.
Uh
I'll
huh.
wait till nighttime, and then I'll do it and I'll water it and fertilize it heavy,
Mhm.
and then it has time to do its thing,
It's
and
still
not.
like 75 degrees here at nighttime.
Yeah, but it's still cool. It's still cool. You're
Okay.
not doing it in the heat of the day.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Um, Little simple strawberry plants. This is shampoo ginger.
G Mama says if you pinch the top off of the guava, it will bush up.
Okay. Well, listen, I didn't have to pinch these guys over here, and they some monsters.
Oh,
Both.
that's guava as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there. Hold on, one moment. Show my little shampoo ginger right fast. I'm gonna start.
Ooh.
They started sprouting when spring really broke, which is weird because I been had it in a soil, but it didn't do anything. I need to cover up them roots. Look at them roots. And I have two of them, and got 3 sprouting in each container. I think I need to place them in a bigger container. This is more mango. This is Nam Dakma, also the sun. But this one had bugs, mites on it and stuff when I got it. So I've been fighting that. I don't know if the leaves look like
Okay.
that because the mites or what, but that company got a nice little earful. This is my what are you? Avocado. I had to think what it was. So when I purchased this in Savannah, I knew that it was a chance it would not live, but I had to give me an avocado. I love avocado. Avocado is delicious to me.
Oh, that's a Haas. That's a good one. That's a good variety
And
too.
it's very slow growing. You see this?
Are you gonna put it in the ground eventually, or are you just gonna keep it in a container?
I'm gonna keep it in a container and move it up only because I'm in North Carolina. I don't
Right.
think it could do this North Carolina cold this winter. Even though
Okay.
lately we haven't had no snow in the past couple of years, but you never know when you just gonna get that freak snowstorm and everything's dead. I'm gonna be so sad.
Yeah.
But she is finally pitting off growth.
That's
This
nice.
is all new growth, and I'm just realizing this today during your live.
That's
I did not
nice.
see this at first, and it's a bunch of little sprouts here. I
Mhm.
think That is above the graft line, so I might leave it. I don't know. Now this big guy here is the tall Niwa banana. This is
Ooh.
cool. Look at this stupid beetle. I cannot stand these. You was just talking about this on your live. I can't stand these
Mm-hmm.
bugs.
I
Oh
just
my
crushed
God.
one.
I knock them off in containers. This is my poor little moringa. I gotta do better. I need to place this in a container. Poor plant. It's still trying to live though. I'm gonna do it today. Today's my off day. Okay. Guava. This here is the Mexican. Get your butt off of here. Sorry. This here is the Mexican cream guava.
Ooh. Hey,
This girl,
Leo.
yes, you see all this? It is flowering like
Nice.
crazy, and it got pollinated. You see how the little flowers are fattening up down there? So that
Mm-hmm.
means I should have some Mexican cream guava. I never
Nice.
tasted it before. I've never had guava, so I had to get the plant and grow my own. This is in a 5 gallon bucket.
Nice.
Um, it was a whole lot smaller when I first got it. This thing is about as tall as I am. This branch here is taller than me. Like that's crazy. How fast this thing grow. If you want to grow guavas, I can't even talk. If you want to grow some good guava, get them. They grow like weeds. This here is this pink guava, and I have fruits on here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there
Oh,
we
there
go.
you go.
Sorry, I
No
got a
worries.
spam phone call. But this is pink guava,
Nice.
and she also bushed out like crazy. So G Mama, you said pinch the leaves. I haven't did nothing to these things but replanted them, and they are going crazy. So I was told once my fruit turn like a yellow color, they are ready to harvest. I have a new little baby there. I didn't even know about that. So they getting pollinated. Bees, flies, something's getting them. I had to place a lot of my plants in this pool of water because this North Carolina heat was just killing it. Um, this is a bonfire peach. This is part of it. It is purple in the wintertime. The fruit is edible. They get fat too. The fruit is edible. It would be my first time tasting them whenever they get ripe. All of these are new to my garden, all purchased this year. This here I am very proud of is my, I might pronounce it wrong, Tadanashi persimmon. Look how fat these things are. I cannot
Nice.
wait. They say they taste like honey.
Wow.
Yeah, what in
Beautiful.
the, what is that? Is that a
Your
spider? Yes, it's
trees
a
are
spider.
doing really good.
Look, this poor little thing here, them June beetles just tearing this up. They love it. But thank you. Yep, I cannot wait to taste them. Even though the leaves are getting ate up above the new growth, this persimmon are still growing. So once they start turning colors, I'm gonna be on it. My
Nice.
blackberry, my blackberry not doing good. I don't know. I don't know what's up with it. Could be me. I don't know. This is my second year having it. I have not received any fruit off of it. Um, Last year it was a late frost. This year it was loaded with fruit and blooms, and we had that windstorm that came through. Yeah, no fruit. Maybe like one or two here and there, but whenever the birds see them change, it's gone. I don't even bother fighting for it. I have peaches.
Oh, that's a
This is
nice one. You might want to put a mesh bag on that.
Alberta peach. This plant was purchased by my son, my oldest son, last year for Mother's Day. So this is
Mm-hmm.
special to me because my baby got it for me.
Oh,
Oh
look at
no,
that.
this have broken. I didn't even know that. But they changing, so hopefully they should be about ready. I was told if I push on top of it, if it's soft, then it's ready. But the color
Mm-hmm.
on it is pretty.
It's
I,
beautiful.
so I really haven't been out here looking that much because I work like crazy. So all this stuff is new to me, like I'm showing you, unfortunately.
Look, I'm getting the exclusives, huh?
Yes, I feel like a bad plant mom because I've worked so much here lately that, yeah,
I
I'm gonna see if I can
understand.
squeeze on through here. I don't feel like walking all the way around. Oh, Lord. This is my Mole Park apricot, also newly purchased. My food line was selling trees, and I saw this thing. I had to get it. Will I get fruit off of this anytime soon? I doubt it, but at least I have it for whenever she decides to fruit. My what apple tree? This is my Macintosh apple tree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about this one. This one ain't doing that good. It really didn't do that well. It did okay last year, but she had
Ooh,
a bunch of little apples on her.
look.
This is my biggest one, and so that was my first apple tree, and I discovered that I needed a second one to pollinate that. So I have Golden Delicious. Now these
Very
apples here,
nice.
these are nice. They are a good size. They are growing extremely well. As you see, it's leaned over on my house because it's loaded with apples. And so
Beautiful.
I was told once it start turning yellow to go ahead and pick them. I do see a little yellow on some of them, but I think that's more of sunburn. So I'm gonna wait. A lot of new growth. The ants are also loving the new growth. I cannot stand them and them aphids. My strawberry plant's my second year having it, and it is doing good. Still putting off little strawberries. I did decide to try to do me a little garden. I'm late. Don't judge me. This is my okra. What else I have? Peas, sugar daddy peas. I think somebody said it's too hot for them, but I'm hard headed, so you know. Cayenne pepper, squash. I gotta get me some yellow squash. Ooh, there go my other one. See,
Okay. It's
all
coming
this near
in.
me. Yeah, I didn't even know that had popped up. So I'm gonna take this seed off here. And I'm gonna put some tomatoes in here with these guys. I don't know if they could grow together, but I guess I'm gonna find out. I was doing different color peppers, and the stupid rabbits came and ate up the majority of my peppers.
Ooh.
It's been raining, so it's filled up with water. But I have papaya seeds in there. Hawaiian papaya. It was so sweet. I have never had a sweet papaya before, and so let me see if I can turn this thing around. And so I was like, okay, let me see if I could go ahead and grow the seeds, but it didn't happen like that for me. They won't sprout. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Yep. But I am out here. I have to go and clean out my chicken area from all of the rain. It is horrible. I feel so bad for them because it's a mush. You know they don't like their feet being wet.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
I'm
because
shocked they're not hollering.
you guys
You
had
see
a
the
bunch
sky?
of rain.
And we are to get more rain for the next 7 or 8 days, which I'm
Oh
not mad
wow.
at. I'm happy.
So what do you do for that? Can you use like wood chips or something? Uh-oh. All right, it looks like she has lost her connection maybe. So she will be back.
Is it back?
Oh, there she is.
It,
There you go.
StreamYard don't like me. I don't know. Me and StreamYard has been beefing. I cannot go live on StreamYard. I can only do it on YouTube. Um, but yeah, my poor little
I
chickens are
feel you.
soaking wet. I have to go and do something about that because it looks terrible in there and I feel bad. I'm shocked they're not hollering at me. They must be laying some eggs because they've been hollering at me when I had the dogs out, like screaming,
So
like,
what
come
do
on,
you
you see
do?
this?
What do you do for all the water? Do you put wood chips or something down to
I'm gonna
combat
go,
some of that water?
I'm gonna clean out. Okay, so I'm a bad chicken mom also, as I am a bad plant mom. They are in a dog area. When I got them, I didn't have plans of putting them in there, but then my house had to get remodeled and they had to go outside because they was in my garage and they was little babies. Sorry, I'm sweating. They was little babies and they just grew so fast, so they had to go
Mm-hmm.
because they were stinky. And so we threw them out in a dog area that has wood slabs on the floor, and I
Mm-hmm.
put the pine shavings on top. And so
Mm-hmm.
they've been good, but the roof started leaking,
Oh
which is the
no.
reason why it's getting so wet in there. And so we're gonna tear that down and give them a new enclosure. So for now, I'm just gonna clean out all that stuff in there, and I haven't decided. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and put down some more pine shavings. We waiting for this weather to change to really get into doing everything we need to do because we got some
Mhm.
more dogs. So everybody have to go outside. They currently in my garage with the AC unit.
Yeah.
So they happy.
Can you
They're
put
happy.
can you put a plastic tarp up over so that the water's not going in there just for now until you get it?
Yeah. Yeah, I've done that because I did not know it was leaking that bad until I went out there today and I was like, oh my gosh, because they was hollering and hollering. I'm like, y'all have food and water. I just fed you. What is wrong with you? And I went out there, it was so mushy. And they was lifting up
Oh.
their feet and looking down at their feet and looking at me like, you see this? Come fix it. You know how demanding chickens are. Like they don't play,
Mhm.
but they are very smart, by the way. For those of you that want chickens, get you some chickens. They are smart. They're gonna let you know it's a problem. Like,
I'm
yeah.
telling you.
When their food is empty, they gonna holler and they gonna run in that food bowl and come back to the fence and look at you like it's empty. Give me some food. Same thing with their water. So they're intelligent.
But you're doing good. Your garden is looking good. Your trees are looking good. So
Well,
you're doing something
thank
right.
you, man. I don't know what's up with that fig. I'm like, if you die, you just die at this point, cause the heat. I can't do nothing
Yeah.
for it. I had some nice fat juicy figs on there.
Mhm.
Last year was my first year tasting a fig, and it was taste so good. Oh my gosh! But I don't think I don't think she gonna make it because it's July, and she's turning yellow, so she might be
So
goner.
so blessed said she said she heard they understand some words. Is that true? Look, if you say it enough, like when I go out there and tell them when they're out there making that noise at 6 in the morning, I tell them hush that
Mm.
noise. They get quiet.
The only time my chickens make noise is if someone is laying the egg or if something's wrong. Other than that, they
Mhm.
quiet. You don't know they there. Well, usually when I come outside, they holler. Everyone else could come outside, walk by 5, 10 times. They don't say not a peep. I come
Mhm.
outside and them things get to hollering like crazy. So
That,
they can
that's
recognize
what
their owners.
that's what lets me know that it's a cat in my yard or something because they will let everybody know.
But you know what? My chickens are not scared of cats and dogs because I have a dog in a pen right in front of them. And them suckers have gotten out in there with the dog. She's a pit bull. And even though she's a pit bull and they are so vicious, no,
Mhm.
not my dogs. Um, they was in there with the dog, eating her food with her and everything. I'm like, how you get in here? So I had to get them and put them back in their area. So dogs and cats don't bother them, which is probably a bad thing once I redo their pen. I need them to make noise when animals come around and try to get them. So, but I have cameras up in my yard, so I can see little stuff like that that I check here and there because I gotta check out my banana trees. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a flower leaf. I am so pressed to get me a rack of bananas. Oh my gosh. Oh, and so all my tropical trees go inside of my garage for wintertime. And I put a
Okay.
heater in there and it's nice and good. My garage is insulated, so we park the cars outside underneath the carport, so they got a nice big area, two-car
Oh, well, that's
garage.
good. That's good.
Yep.
That's why a lot of people keep theirs in containers for that reason when they live in areas like yours.
Mhm.
The only thing I have to cover up is my bananas. So I have a huge tree cover that I
Mhm.
put over those.
How cold do it get in
And
your
it's
area?
nice and thick. So sometimes it'll get down to the 30s. It
Oh
just
wow.
depends. But for the most part, our weather is pretty good here in California. But yeah,
I
when it
always
gets
thought it was
in
warm out
winter
there.
time, it does. Hmm.
I said I always thought it stayed warm out there in California. I never thought that
Well,
it got a
in
little
in winter
cold.
in the winter time, sometimes it
Mhm.
will get down to 30s. So, and my banana trees don't, our plants don't like it. So,
Yeah. 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 So, but yours are in the ground, right?
no, mine is in a half whiskey barrel. And remember, I never
Oh.
separated them, so it's about 9 of them in there now. So I have to take them out and separate them. I have been procrastinating because I'm like, Lord, where am I putting all these trees?
Have any of them ever fruited for you?
No, because I need to
Mm.
get these jokers. It's too many of them. I need to take at least, look, all of them out except one.
Okay.
I mean, they have gotten big, so I need to take them out so that they can do something. Just put them in individual containers. So I need to find people in my area that I can give them to because they're a nice size already. So
Which variety do you have?
I have the dwarf Cavendish.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
But I
they.
do have people in my area that have gotten them to fruit. So it
Mhm,
was either 1.5 whiskey barrel or they're in the ground. So
okay.
yeah.
Well, a lot of my plants I don't have in the ground because I'm renting. And I'm renting from my kid's grandfather. Of course, he don't mind me doing whatever I want to do to this yard. He like, yes, put everything in the ground. Because
Hmm.
when you move, it's going to be mine. I'm like, no, sir. That's why it's going to stay in the past. Because you don't want to give me my trees. So I told him, if I put it in the ground, I'm coming to dig them up and take them. He said, no, you're not. You ain't digging up nothing. That's going to be mine. So no, no.
Thank you, Blessed to Crochet.
So
But yeah.
I think I'm going to try to put maybe one of the babies in the ground
Hmm.
because I have 4 different varieties. So I'm put like one of their babies in the ground, maybe in my sunniest spot, and see how it goes. See what happens if I can get fruit from it. Cover
Yeah.
them up and stuff during the winter.
See, here's the ones that I have. It's ridiculous. And I should really be ashamed. Uh-oh. You see that?
Oh yeah,
It's about 9 of them in there.
and they nice and thick. They healthy though. What to
But
be so many?
they got to be separated though. That is just I think if I had them in a tub like that one, they would be
Mm-hmm.
just fine. So maybe I should just get another one like that and just put them all together. But that
Hmm.
right there
Or a
is
tote,
a lot. Huh?
or maybe a tote, a really big tote. If you're not gonna be moving it around, because you know they
Yeah.
crack up from the heat. I did get some black totes from um Lowe's because I'm on planning
Mhm.
them.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm gonna do that, but I'm not gonna be moving around. They're gonna stay stationary in one little spot.
Yeah, I
And
think
I was thinking
because
about,
those are so big though, I think I would just put them in another one of those tin raised beds cuz at least it'll
mm,
last and I
okay,
won't have to worry about it too much.
are you gonna put plants in there with them?
You know what? I did put comfrey in there,
Okay.
in the one with my lime. So I would probably just put something like that around the border, but maybe not because those are so darn big. I don't think anything else would be able to fit in there with them.
What about green beans and peas? Because I know they love nitrogen. So I figure, like, I was thinking about putting that in a container, in some of my containers, the green
Mhm.
beans and peas.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because, but if you once you cut them back or something, or they die back, it puts in nitrogen in the soil. I
Mhm.
think someone said.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I was thinking about doing that because
Yep, you can
I
do
feed
that
them.
too, because that's some good
Okay.
ground cover.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about weeds too much because I
Yeah.
have that chicken bedding. Like when I go clean out this chicken area, I'm gonna put a lot of it in there with my bananas. Because even
Okay.
though it's considered as being hot, the bananas
Mhm.
could take it. The bananas love it. So um I will be topping them off with all that chicken stuff in there. Oh man,
Okay.
I'm just thinking about cleaning that out in the heat. It is so hot. Even though the sun is not out, the humidity is terrible. Yeah, but Kay, I love your garden. Your garden always look good. Oh my gosh, and you grow so much stuff. This
Thank you.
this year
Thank
I
you.
haven't did it. Last year my garden I had cantaloupe and tomatoes and tomatillos and onions. I had
Uh-oh.
everything under the
Miss
sun.
Shani, are you there?
It's the weather. I think it's about the rain. It's raining in one part of North Carolina because I'm getting the little notification. So we got a storm heading this way. So maybe I'm not about to go do my chicken area.
Said, because it's getting ready to rain, huh?
It's
Oh,
about to
no.
storm. I see the dark clouds moving in, but it say don't post the rain till 3 o'clock, but maybe it changed. I don't know, but I won't be caught in no storm out there with them chickens.
Oh, Grammy said it's going to be 107 today, and you're in the valley. Oh, Lord. You're in the valley here in California, right? Oh, Jesus. Mm-mm.
Mm,
Yeah, I can't do it. It's supposed to be 90, and you see the sun coming up right now. I'm already ready
mm.
to go in the house. I can't do it.
It's supposed to get, I think they said 93 here today, but I think with the humidity, it already felt like that because If I take this hat off, I'm gonna have a pool of sweat that's running down my face. It is crazy.
Really?
It is so hot out here, but my tree's loving it. So,
They sure are, because your trees look good.
thank you.
I
Except for
just,
that fig,
yeah, but
cool
I
fig,
think that one is just because of space.
the roots.
Mm-hmm.
Now, question: If
Mm-hmm.
can I do cuttings now on it, or do I have to wait until it go dormant?
I probably will wait. You could probably repot it, just repot it in the evening, but I would probably wait to do any pruning of any branches or anything. I remember
Okay.
Broke was talking about that. He said, do not prune until your trees go dormant. So look, he's the tree king, so I'm gonna listen to what he said.
Yeah, him and Odom. Odom got a bunch of figs too. His figs. Where
Hmm.
Odom at? He was in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he might be working though.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. Yep.
But
So
thank you for letting me come up. I'm gonna drop down and
absolutely.
listen to you and try to do some stuff with these chickens. I keep looking at the sky because these clouds.
Absolutely. You can come up anytime. I went
Thank
ahead
you.
and I did my little harvesting while you was showing your stuff. So I'm getting ready to get my behind off of here too, you guys.
Yeah, for that sun burn you up.
So I got me some grapes, some
Okay.
peppers, cherry
That's what I
tomatoes,
need. It's a grapevine. What
mint
grape
and basil. Hmm.
what grape variety is that?
Girl, who you asking? I don't remember.
Is it seeded or seedless?
These are, I think those are seedless. Those are seedless.
Okay.
Yep, I have a green and those are red grapes.
Okay.
Red. Hmm.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I need me some grapes.
I can't remember which one, which variety though, because some of them, a couple of them, I had them for a long time, and what happened was I had them in some containers, and they
Mm-hmm.
never were doing anything, of course, because the container was too small. It was like a 7-gallon container,
Okay.
and I just decided to go ahead and take them out and put them in these raised beds, and they went crazy.
Okay.
So
Yeah. I
have
want me a
no clue what
grapevine.
variety, but they good though.
I had me one when I first moved down here, but it was so sour and tart. We went ahead and dug that out, and it kept trying to come back. So we placed a vehicle over top where it was at, and it finally died off. But I need another one. I need me a nice sweet one. I don't
You're
want no
so
sour
funny.
fruit. Only sour fruit I have is my calamandan and my orange tree. That's it. I didn't show them because they look terrible. I'm a bad mom this
Maybe you
year.
were harvesting them too soon, or maybe too much
Mm-mm.
water too, because they don't like a lot of water.
I don't know. For the first 3 years I was here, they was always sour, and I talked to my kid's grandfather, and he said they was always sour with him too. So I said, you
Really?
know what? They out of here, and I got rid of it. And
Oh
so,
my
but yeah,
goodness.
I'm gonna get me some more.
Well,
But thank you for
I appreciate you coming up and sharing your garden with
thank
us.
you.
You are so welcome.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
gonna
go
go
ahead
live
and
real fast and
oh, oh
that taste that what is that thing? And taste that cherry.
yes,
Woo,
do it.
Barbados cherry.
Because I'm getting ready to get off of here anyway. So if you go live, then we'll come right on over to your channel.
All right, I'm gonna go live for a little bit and taste
So
it
I
right
dropped
fast.
your link in the channel. I actually have you pinned in the channel. So if you guys click on that pin link, it'll take you over to Miss Shani 2003. So
All right,
anyway, you guys, I'm getting ready to get off of here. I appreciate Jay Jordan coming up to assist with comments. And Shani, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you. Your garden
thank
is
you for having
beautiful.
me.
And
Thank
I
you.
will see you all next time.
Bye.